Now, a couple days ago, Meek Mill was at the Breakfast Club for an interview and he had a lot to say on there. I just want to really salute Meek Mill for showing so much growth after going through so much, and it seems like he's in a really good place. But of course, that's not what I wanted to talk about in this video, as you could see from the title. So what I wanted to talk about is DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlemagne the God, aka the Breakfast Club. Now, there's a segment on this interview where Meek Mill was kind of talking about how his son was processing his father going to jail, and as Meek was talking about that experience, a young rapper by the name of Tay-K, who you definitely know about, came up in the conversation, and to cut to the chase, the Breakfast Club doesn't know who Tay-K is.
Cool, even my son told me the other day, I'm gonna be big like Tay-K. I had to tell him Tay-K locked up for a double homicide right now. Poppy, what you talking about being big like Tay-K? My mom, I don't never, the little kid, you don't even, you getting old. Man, it's for real. Y'all don't know who Tay-K is?
I don't know who Tay-K is.
You don't know who Tay-K is? Damn.
So this actually frustrated me a little bit more than I thought it would, because you can't really be mad about the fact that someone doesn't know who a rapper is. I mean, that's just insane. But then again, we're talking about the Breakfast Club here, the radio show who's very much well known for mainly being a hip-hop radio show. And the worst part is we have a DJ who's in the room who also doesn't know who Tay-K is or has never even heard about the race. Honestly, this is a little bit shocking, because there was a time last year around July and August where Tay-K was the only thing everybody was talking about. We had this young rapper who was on the run from the police who was talking about how he was trying to beat the case, but he didn't succeed, so instead he did the race. Now, the music video for the race has over 131 million views on YouTube, along with almost 1 million likes. The song peaked at number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts back in September 2017. The song also got certified as a platinum record in the beginning of 2018 back in January. Travis Scott himself actually co-signed the record back in July 2017 when the entire hip-hop community was talking about Tay-K, and then 21 Savage did a remix to the track, and last but not least, Lil Yachty also did a remix to the record. Now, are you telling me that the radio show that mainly covers rappers and or people who are a part of the hip-hop culture doesn't know the race? So you know what I want to call a situation like this? I want to call it an OHD. Now, this is a term that I actually came up with by myself, so if you hear anybody use this term, they got it from this video, just saying. But an OHD stands for old head denial. Now, if you know anything about the quote-unquote old head mentality in hip-hop, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. An old head denial is basically when people who carry this old head mentality try to dictate the direction of the hip-hop culture, and they don't do that by conversation or discussion, they do that by denial, like the Breakfast Club. Now, I like the Breakfast Club because they have an amazing and very respectable platform. They've had a lot of very important and impactful conversations with artists who've been on their show, and I personally think that they've done way more good than harm to the hip-hop culture as a whole. And that means something, because if I'm gonna be honest, most radio shows nowadays are nothing but garbage. The only thing they really bring to the table is gossip, negativity, and so forth. And we definitely don't need any of that. We need more real conversations. But I digress. So yeah, I think that the Breakfast Club are all amazing people. And to be honest, I don't think they magically don't know who Tay-K is by choice. I genuinely think that they have the thought process that if they co-sign Tay-K, that would make them look bad, because, you know, they are a business who most likely have a lot of sponsorships they still want to keep, and if they co-sign and acknowledge a person who ran from the police, rapped about that, and is now on a murder trial, that's not directly gonna benefit them, is it? But you know what? Everything that I'm saying right now could be irrelevant, because maybe they actually don't know who he is, and there might not be an agenda behind them saying that they don't know who Tay-K is. And if that's really the truth, all I have to say is I'm very disappointed, and shame on you, the Breakfast Club. This kind of just confirms that they are not in touch with the hip-hop culture whatsoever, when they should be, because that's what they do. And some people who are listening to this may say, BlackySpeakz, I think you're wrong, because Tay-K is just a rapper in jail. The Breakfast Club should not know who he is, and Tay-K is irrelevant. Tay-K is definitely not irrelevant, because the guy has been locked up ever since July of last year, and people are still talking about him. But you know what? Just like Meek Mill said to the Breakfast Club, maybe they are just getting old. But then again, if you have such a powerful voice within the hip-hop culture, and that's what you are known for, then you not knowing who Tay-K is just a big fat L. Now, that's of course my opinion, and of course I really want to know what you personally have to say about this. Do you think that the Breakfast Club not knowing who Tay-K is a big deal? Or do you think that it's not a big deal and it doesn't really matter? And also, do you think that people like Charlemagne the God, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy, who are in a place of influence as far as their voice goes, do you personally think that it's important that they are in touch with the culture, or do you think that it's not important? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this. But as always, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about bringing together people like you who enjoy music and start a discussion on different topics like this. And of course, like the video if you enjoyed it, follow me on all my social media accounts. It's on the screen, and I'm out.